Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge, a milk empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. And whoa, today's gonna be a wild ride. Whoopee! Yeah, freaking had a pretty good night. Tuck, you gonna get itchy or you hot? I had a pretty good night. We slept pretty sound around here. Got up around our usual. Well, actually, they didn't have to. They didn't require feeding until about 4:30. Then I got up finally around 9, started getting the living room warmed up for Mom and stuff. Knew she was gonna start stirring. She didn't get out of bed until 10. So anyway, there's definitely a shift. I freaking feel so much relief from yesterday, and it's cool when people. I appreciate people that comment. I really freaking do, and it really does help my analytics. I'm in IT as a profession, when I'm not hanging out with Mom, and it really does. You people make comments on my page, and then freaking it flags things that people are engaging. And Melissa, one of my watched one of my videos a little while ago. Last night, said the energy's been rough on her, and it's eased up a little bit. And she's had a lot of thoughts that I've had, that people will get, and I think that these thoughts aren't necessarily ours. I mean, like, you get a thought, it's like, oh, why am I even here? Why am I doing this? What's it all for? And but you ain't never thought like that. It's because we're a full spectrum experience here on planet Earth, and so you're gonna at some point have experience that you never thought that you would have, and a lot of people are having those experiences now in life, and a lot of people are finding out about stuff about people and themselves that they don't like, but what they gotta understand is we're light and dark, so you gotta take the light with the dark, or the dark with the light. And, I was thinking about hearing, I was listening to Marge astrology this morning. You alright, bud? You're just going to town on it. Like, can I help you? We got an itch. What are you scratching? Oh, it's tough being a little dog, huh? Itchy, mama, itchy. Let me help. Oh, that's the stuff, Mons. That's the stuff. Oh, yeah. Go boys. So I was thinking about current and electricity. Because we all are, man. Our heartbeats. Ain't no different than this PC, Only I got a constant energy source, Every human being does. And that energy source will last a long time if we take care of it, Man can't make things to freaking create a constant source of energy, and they've tried, and they keep coming up with stuff that freaking depletes. Then they come up with more products to keep the depleted, and it doesn't work, Anyway, so I was thinking about induced current. Knowledge is power, and that's kind of the same thing, because you have power that is just, you have AC and DC power, applied current and direct current. And direct current is, like, from my understanding, what you got in your house. You turn on a light switch, you got 220 or 115 or 110 or whatever it is, It's just direct current. It's just always there, right? Then you have applied current, or you have like a generator source where you can turn up the juice, and make things happen, take away, or add. You got more control in the situation than just the regular. And we've been living in a society where it's just been all direct current, and people are realizing that there's a lot more to this applied current, and all current is like, no. And the way I look at it is like light workers and way showers and whistleblower, whatever you want to call, people that freaking just speak the truth as they see it, because people like me have seen a dialogue that's been we've just called bullshit our whole lives, right? So Because we've always seen where the deck is stacked. We've always seen it because it's never been in our favor often. We managed to get through life and kind of be successful anyway. Well, the way I look at it, I'm a success because I haven't freaking sold out. And all I do is I look around and I look at all the people that sold out. People that collect paychecks or people that are freaking scoundrels, all that stuff. That's just you selling out. It's cool if people do it. I ain't judging you for it. I ain't judging nobody for nothing about that today. It ain't for me, And then me hanging out with people that sell out, that ain't for me either. That's why my circle's so small. 'Cause so many people have sold out these days. And then they get mad at themselves for living just the kind of way that they don't want to live. And then they're mad at themselves, so they got to take that out on everybody else. And I just assume hang out with people that are true to themselves, even if the mainstream doesn't agree with them, So, I spend a lot of time doing a lot of research. It's in my chart. It's what I do. And whenever I find something out, it's like, ding! It's like I up an amperage, It's like my broadband gets wider. It's like I get, you get a little smarter. And I'm not going to ever believe in something 100%. Because that's just kind of how I am. What I can tell you is that if something mostly feels right, it's probably for you. If something mostly feels wrong, it's probably not. You should consider, looking at something a little bit more direct. You see, I used to be so hasty. When I was growing up. I would just jump into things. Everybody would be my best friend. And then I just give people all of me, and then it was too much, right? So what I've learned is to be more patient, and the people that are freaking, worth knowing, they'll stick around, they'll feel right, and the people come and go all the time. Sometimes just people don't feel right, That's all right too. It doesn't mean I gotta wish them ill will and hate them and all that. We're not alike, so I hate all that stuff. All that stuff, man. All that stuff is stupid. Freaking being a human being is hard enough, man. I broke a blood vessel in my hand from freaking, I don't even know how. I didn't do nothing. It just freaking hurts and there's a bruise. I broke a butt. Being a person is dumb. This stupid stuff, you bump yourself, But being a spiritual being, it's a lot more fun, man. It's way more fun. Like, I spend my evenings, the way I look at it, my spirit goes out, and it's freaking hanging out in all kinds of different dimensions. Looking at freaking my earthly 3D life from different angles and heights, getting a higher bird's eye view, and maybe I'm not looking at something right, and maybe I'm not doing something I could be doing, and, that's when people come up with their most wonderful ideas in that pure state, and I call the night shift, or I call sleeping the night shift, when my body rests and my cells rejuvenate and, my spirit goes out and does its spiritual work. People call it dreaming. That's fine. You can call it dreaming if you want. I just happen to believe that it's my spirit going, it's freaking having different experiences in different dimensions, and it makes perfect sense to me, and quite frankly, I don't understand why people don't. That doesn't make sense to more people. This is what I do. I think backwards a certain kind of way, and, I ain't made for big numbers. It's not what Heyoka are made for. Heyoka are made for freaking people, to get people to think, and agree with me, disagree with me, I do not care. Just think for yourselves. Just don't think what other people tell you to think just because that's how it's always been done. When I look around, I see it's getting, as people are breaking through the I was just doing my job squad. You hurt people, you hurt animals, you freaking disrespect people, you abuse people, and people do all these things, and they've gotten away with it from hiding behind the veil of just doing their job. Because when you're not helping, you're hindering. That's a hindrance. When you're freaking doing that just because it's going to wreck somebody's day, or it's going to make something hard for them, People always said, "Oh, Marge, you take things too personally." I'm like, it's because people personally don't ever frickin'. They like to watch me frickin' fall on my face, and they like to watch. So really, that's my problem, huh? That ain't society, huh? Whatever. But that's all right. I get back up. Yeah, I'll get to where I want to be. I ain't worried about it, whether it's in this incarnation or the next. It don't matter to me. People are so afraid of dying, man. People are like, well, then why do people and then but they do all these things to get them there quicker with what they freaking consume, how they live their life. People don't even understand what physical stress does to a human being, man. What it does, it freaking puts pressure on your organs, you know. And what's in the freaking dying isn't even in the scary part. There ain't nothing after death that's gonna be more painful, more gross, more hard to watch than anything that we've seen human beings do to other human beings on this planet. And I think it's wonderful that all this stuff is coming out. Watch the interview. With all this Epstein's, dude, our country is just run on corruption, and they don't want you to know it because so many people make so much money on that. But, I mean, come on, man. A freaking people, you think that one dude that got murdered in jail for that pedophile, you think he freaking is the only one that did that? No, man. Look at all the freaking scoundrels in public office that sure as heck did not get there from elections or merit or their scruples or their integrity or their fortitude or their high ideals. No, they didn't. Most of them got there because they're dirty pervs and somebody busted them and held something over their head. And that's the way the world works, folks, and it's coming out. So anyway, we're going to stay quiet today. And I think there's an episode of The Good Doctor on. It was a repeat last week. I hate when they do that, but what are you going to do? Just enjoy it as it comes. And see, that's the thing, is ABC. That's the thing, is ABC. It all ties in with what Roseanne's been talking about, too, because they fired her, and, she speaks truth. And, she's just... I think she should consider herself dodging the bullet, disaffiliating herself with that network. So, anyway, that's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.